Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Pick a Card reading. For those of you who are new, my name is Melissa. I am an intuitive tarot reader. One of my favorite things to do on this channel is pick a card readings. So today's reading is going to be focusing on your October love predictions. So we're going to get all sorts of details about what energy you guys can expect to encounter for love, what events you might encounter in the month of October when it comes to love, maybe even any people of significance coming in the month of October. So this reading can apply whether you are already in a relationship, whether you're talking to someone in a situationship, or maybe even if you're just single. Please feel free to watch this reading if you are guided to do so. As I always say, you guys, these readings are general in nature, which means that for some of you guys, these readings may literally resonate like it's a personal reading. Whereas for others of you, it might just feel like there's one or two messages from your group that really resonate with your situation. So please, like I always say, take what resonates for you and just discard anything that doesn't. If it doesn't feel like it was meant for you, it probably was not for you. For those of you looking for an in-depth, detailed reading on your own personal situation, I do take personal reading appointments. You guys can check the description box down below if that's something you're interested in doing for yourselves. The other thing I wanted to mention, this is a predictive reading. So please keep in mind that predictive readings like this are all based off of what the current energy is right now. So I say all that to say, if you guys are viewing this video and you see something predicted for you in the month of October that you don't really like, you have the free will to change that prediction based off of the course of action that you take. On the other token, if you see something that you love in this reading and it doesn't end up coming true, it's probably because you made a decision or a choice that maybe took you off of the path of what was currently predicted for you. So just keep that in mind. Predictions are totally changeable depending on what you do in terms of your actions that you take. All right. So for today's reading, we are going to have 4 groups. So group 1 is this rose quartz crystal. Group number 2 is going to be this yellow calcite. Group 3 is going to be this clear quartz. And then group 4 is going to be this carnelian. So take a few deep breaths. Let's really center our energy. Think about your love life for the month of October. Allow your intuition to guide you to your pile or crystal that you feel the most drawn to. And when you guys are ready, you can fast forward to your reading using the timestamps down below. Hey guys, so if you were group number 1 and you chose this little rose quartz, let's take a look at what's coming in for your love life in the month of October. All right. First card we have Harmony. Ooh. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. Ooh, we have the Empress. We have the King of Wands. In this deck, it is the King of Staves. And then we have a Love Call. Let me just rearrange these so that you guys can see all of the cards in the frame. All right, so pile 1, group 1, what is coming in for your love life in the month of October? I'm going to go ahead and start off with our first message here. So this card is really intended to represent the overall energy that you are going to be experiencing as you navigate through the month of October. So we have Harmony. I know in my heart that when something is right, it feels easy and breezy, even though that sounds cheesy. With this in mind, I banish all stress, insecurity, and tedious work from my relationships. Then I invite harmonious relationships into my life and let them show up on their own time. Easy, breezy, things are rarely punctual. This is so cute. So intuitively, I'm really getting a message that you guys are overall throughout the month of October really more so focused on your own selves. I feel like with this message of harmony, maybe a lot of you guys have been working on just kind of like releasing and letting go of expectations around romantic relationships. I feel like there's a big message here around like release and really just allowing things to go with the flow, allowing things to feel easy, and really only welcoming connections into your life that actually really resonate for you and they feel like they just flow in harmony. There's also a message here about timing, right? So it's like, it's all about like letting things show up in divine timing when they are actually intended to show up for you versus trying to maybe force something. So you also have this message here of the love call. So I do feel like you guys have somebody that you're likely connecting with in the month of October. For sure, some form of communication is coming through for you guys as you move throughout this month. But again, I really feel like the majority of this is emphasizing you being comfortable and confident, just being single, being confident, just being alone by yourself. And again, you're feeling like very selective about like who it is that you're allowing into your space when it comes to romantic relationships. So with this love call, we do have someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So again, you guys are definitely communicating with somebody throughout the month, but it still feels like you're more focused on you, okay? So let's get into the details. At the beginning of your month here, we have the 9 of Cups energy. So another big reason why I feel like you guys are more focused on just being single. 9 of Cups is just very much about like feeling so emotionally fulfilled. It's like you've got all your wishes fulfilled. You're enjoying life. You're maybe going out. You guys are having a lot of fun. You're really just enjoying being single. Very much an energy of like, if somebody comes into my life, that's cool. But if they don't, like I'm totally, totally content with just being free and just being by myself and coming and going as I please and doing whatever it is that I want. So I very much see you guys in the space of being single in the month of October and just at the beginning of the month of October, and honestly just feeling like really good about that. I don't see any resistance to it. Again, your overall energy is all about harmony. So I do feel like there's this emphasis on just feeling free, really releasing, letting go of the past, and just focusing on how you can be your own wish fulfillment. And I feel like you guys actually just want to be single at the beginning of the month is really what it feels like. And another big message that I'm getting for you guys with this 9 of Cups is that like, even if you guys are talking to people, you're only allowing people into your space that actually like give you personal satisfaction. So you're really in a space where you're not, again, like with this harmony message, you guys are not about forcing anything this month. It's really just got to be people that are in the same flow as you, in the same vibration as you. And if somebody is not, you know, giving you what you desire, they're not your wish fulfillment, they're not giving you what you need to feel emotionally satisfied, you guys are just not interested. Truthfully, that's what I see. Now, as we move to the middle of the month of October, we have fertility here. So this is the Empress energy. It's interesting too, because in this depiction of the Empress, we actually, if I can pick it up to show you guys, I can't do anything with these nails, I swear. This is Cleopatra and Caesar, which is kind of cool. But typically when we think of the Empress, this is a very individual card. This is all about self-love, nurturing oneself, taking care of oneself, really relaxing into your feminine energy and being in a space of being receptive, willing to receive versus maybe in the past, some of you guys have been more in your masculine energy. Maybe you felt like you've had to like chase after love interests, really be the one like going in and putting forth the effort, putting forth energy into something versus allowing the masculines that you're connecting with to pursue you in their masculine energy. So I do feel like you guys are very much so like stepping into your divine feminine power as you move into the middle of the month of October. And you guys are super, again, just focused on yourselves, self-love, nurturing yourself, meeting your own needs first, etc., etc. Now, what's cool about this Empress is we do have a couple pictured here. So again, I do feel like you guys are in communication with somebody. You are connecting with somebody in the month of October. So I feel like whenever this love call comes in, it's probably going to happen for you toward the middle of the month. This is where I see a masculine and a feminine energy together for you in the cards, in the picture that we're seeing here that's being painted. So I do feel like this person that you're interested in or who's interested in you is going to be calling you toward the middle of the month of October, maybe sending you a text message, but it's a phone call, you guys. Like it's like a phone call, a text message. This really doesn't feel like something super impactful, like them asking you out on a date, or maybe they will in this phone call. That's always possible. But again, like this is when you can probably expect for somebody to be checking in with you. And I think this makes a lot of sense with you guys really relaxing into the feminine energy and just being in flow with yourself and just being more in that receptive energy, not chasing after anything, not forcing something that doesn't feel harmonious to you. This would make sense that you would hear from somebody when you're in that receptive mode and you're really not even thinking about love. All right. So as we round out the ending of the month here, we do have the King of Staves, which is the King of Wands. So this could be a masculine that you guys are connecting with. Maybe this has to do with this love message that you're receiving here. But this would be a person coming in who is very much like in their power. This would definitely be somebody who would be interested in this Empress energy because they're very much someone who likes to take the lead. They like to take charge. This could be a fire sign of significance. So if some of you guys are connecting or interested in fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. If it's not a fire sign, it could just be a masculine energy in your space who has a very passionate, feisty, fiery, masculine energy about them. This is very much the type of guy or the type of masculine who is expecting their feminine to be in their power. They will be generous, they will be nurturing to you, they will take care of you as a masculine will, but they're not going to baby you. This is probably the one king in, out of all the court cards, or maybe there's a few others that are kind of like this, but I don't feel like this King of Wands is somebody who is going to want to date somebody who is not in their ultimate feminine energy, who is not in their feminine power, who is not in charge of their own life and in charge of their own happiness, okay? Not somebody to coddle. So I do see a masculine in your space toward the ending of the month of October, and I think that kind of makes sense here. We had the call, maybe joining together with someone, hearing from someone here in the center in the middle of the month, and then we have this masculine that seems to be more of a presence for you guys. Now, if this doesn't resonate for you, if you guys don't end up connecting with a masculine, this can just be a representation of you guys just taking the lead in your own life when it comes to love. So maybe this is about again, just making sure that you're only connecting with people who are passionate, who you feel like genuinely connected with, where things feel harmonious, easy breezy, maybe people that you share common interests with and things like that. But for the majority of you, I do strongly feel like this is a masculine energy coming in and becoming a little bit more of a presence for you guys in the month of October toward the ending. So really cool reading for you guys, group number 1. I'm super curious to know what's going on in your love life. Please drop me a comment down below and let me know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up for me. I would greatly appreciate the support. Share this video if you want to, and please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate any and all support. Thank you guys so much and have an awesome October. Bye. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 2, which was this little yellow, I think this is a calcite, let's go ahead and get into your love prediction for the month of October. All right, so first card we have here is Wisdom. Okay, so we'll get into that in just a minute. From your tarot cards, we have the Prince of Cups, which in this deck is the Knight of Cups. So that's already very exciting. We have the 8 of Pentacles, or 8 of Coins. The 3 of Staves, which is the 3 of Wands. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that dog barking outside. That is not my dog. Okay, and then we have Healthy Choices. Let me just get these centered for you guys so we can see all of these cards. So what is happening for you guys, group number 2, in love in the month of October? So I definitely feel like there is a strong emphasis on being sure that you guys are making the right choices and the right decisions when it comes to your romantic partners. Overall, so we have, this is intended to be your overall energy. So for your overall energy, this is kind of like what's influencing you throughout the entire month as you navigate your love life. We have Wisdom. With every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon in my ear and turn it slowly. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound. That is so funny. So yeah, I think you guys, like, as you navigate the month of October, I definitely am seeing that you are connecting with somebody. I definitely feel like there is an offer being put on the table for you when it comes to love. But you guys are very much about like looking at things through like the bigger picture, right? Like, so maybe you're just going through an experience with somebody and kind of like taking the pressure off of things, because you really just want to make sure that you're making the right choices. So I feel like you guys are in a space, again, of just being like really wise, like connecting with people, enjoying dating, having relationships, but you're choosing to look at things with the glass half full versus the glass half empty if they're not working out. We also have healthy choices. So this is making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. So again, even though I see that you guys are connecting with somebody in the month of October when it comes to your love life, I feel like you guys are very much in your power and you're very self-aware as to how connections are making you feel. And you guys are all about just doing what's right for you as an individual, making sure that you are always making healthy choices when it comes to love, not allowing yourself to get sucked into like toxic situations or relationships that just don't really serve you for real. So at the beginning of the month of October, we start off here with the Prince of Cups, which is the King of Cups. So I do see this as an offer of love. I do feel like there's somebody coming in for you guys who's going to be making an offer at the very beginning of the month of October. So this could be somebody coming in, asking you out on a date. If you guys are like currently in a connection with someone or in a relationship, this can just be about like the romantic feelings being really like amped up in the beginning of the month of October. But this would be somebody that's coming in to really woo you, somebody that's coming in to like romance you, someone that wants to properly court you, make you feel really special. Like I said, take you out on dates and just connect with you on that emotional level. So I definitely see you guys starting off in this position in the beginning of the month. And for some of you guys watching this, you know, maybe you are the ones that are that's asking someone out on a date. So maybe you're finding yourselves in this more like romantic space where it's like, okay, there is somebody that I have my eye on. There's somebody that I want to ask out on a date. I'm going to make this offer. I'm feeling really open to that. And I feel like you guys are open to that because you've been healing. So maybe you guys have been through some things in the previous month, just been through situations in the past. And I get the sense that you guys have like thought about this a lot. Like you've thought about your previous experiences and your past relationships quite a bit. And so as you start off the month of October, you guys are feeling like really healed and really confident and just like really ready to like maybe connect with somebody again, really have those heart-to-heart conversations. This Knight of Cups to me also feels very zen, very calm. You know, a lot of times with the Knight of Cups, sometimes he can be a little bit of a finesse king, you know, really good with his words and things like that. Knows how to woo somebody for sure. But I'm definitely not getting that energy from this Knight of Cups, this Prince of Cups. What's interesting here too is that we have the moon that's almost like it's in its like last stage before the new moon. So I feel like you guys are definitely for sure closing out some sort of a cycle toward that beginning of the month of October when it comes to love. And I think this is just all about you guys healing from any relationships that you've been in the past that have really caused you to feel very hurt. So I see you guys really in a very level-headed, healthy, positive headspace throughout the entire month, really, but especially as you're going into making this offer or even receiving this offer, if this is somebody coming in to offer a cup of love to you, you guys are feeling very level-headed to me as I'm picking up on your energy. So we move here to the middle of the month of October. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So I do feel like this can be speaking to you guys really just, if you're continuing to connect with this person, I feel like you guys are connecting and just really like paying attention to the details. Maybe this person is someone who's really creative. Maybe this is somebody that you guys can actually work with on a project, literally. We may pull a clarifier just because I'm curious to like see maybe a little bit more information about this 8 of Pentacles for you. But I see you guys in this space of focusing on work, really paying attention to the details. So if you guys are more so focusing on work toward the middle of the month of October, you may still have this romantic connection in your space, but it's like, it's not really affecting you. It's not really distracting you from the other responsibilities that you have, right? So I see that as being like a really, really positive thing. Now, if you guys are choosing to like continue to date this person that's offering you their cup at the beginning of the month, this is just about you guys working together to really get to know them and to really learn their details. But let's see, let me get a clarifier on this Eight of Pentacles because I'm just curious. Okay, so we have the Seven of Staves, which is the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I think kind of what I was initially talking about with you guys being more focused on work. Seven of Wands kind of speaks to an energy of wanting someone to kind of like back up out of your space. You know, so I think again, with you guys really being, having this emphasis on making healthy choices in your love life, I feel like you guys might be like connecting with someone at the beginning of the month, but realizing, you know what, this person, I don't know if I'm really ready to take things to a deeper level with them. So in the middle of the month of October, I definitely see you guys being more focused on work and kind of like keeping your guard up, keeping yourself protected when it comes to this person. And then toward the end of the month here, we do have the Three of Staves, which is the Three of Wands. And this is all about kind of growing, expanding. This can even be about like missing somebody. I do feel intuitively reading these cards that whoever this person, whatever this offer is at the beginning of the month, I do feel like this person is kind of lingering in toward the end of the month of October as well. Because we do have two people here with this Three of Wands. So I kind of feel like this is about you and this person coming together and trying to make a decision on what's next for the relationship. What's next for the connection. Maybe some of you guys are already in, like I was saying, already in a relationship with someone. So this could just be about you guys kind of going through this phase of, you know, healing, reconnecting romantically. Maybe there's a little hiccup in the middle of the month where it's like, I'm more focused on work. I don't really have time for romance, like back up out of my space. But then we round out the end of the month with the two of you kind of coming together, trying to figure out where this is going to go next. For those of you who are single watching this, I think, again, I kind of read it the same way. I think this is just about you coming together with whoever this person is that appeared at the beginning of your month and trying to decide, like, where is this connection headed? But again, I have to just keep emphasizing that I feel like you guys are really operating from a very healed, very level-headed space. There's a huge emphasis here on self-love and just making sure that you're doing what's right for you. So with this kind of Seven of Wands energy and the Eight of Pentacles that's popping up in the beginning of the month, there just could be something that comes up for you within your connections that's just making you feel like you kind of have to protect yourself a little bit. And I think that's just due to experiences that you've had in the past and just wanting to make sure that you're doing what's in your own best interests, okay? So this definitely looks really positive for you guys, pile number two. You guys are very much in your power. It looks like you're going to have some interesting connections happening for you in the month of October. So leave me a comment below. I'm super curious. What's happening for you guys in your love life right now? How did this resonate for you? Do you feel like you know who this Prince of Cups is? Let me know. I'm super curious. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. All support really, really helps me out. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it if you want to. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 3, which is this little clear quartz point, let's go ahead and see what you can expect to happen in your love life in the month of October. So first card we have is Maturity. And this card is kind of representation of the overall energy that will be guiding you as you navigate the circumstances around your love life in the month of October, okay? From your tarot cards, we have the Two of Arrows, which is the Two of Swords. We have Desire. This is actually the Chariot. Okay. We have the Six of Staves, which is the Six of Wands. And Ascending. Very cool. Okay, guys, pile 3, love life. What's really catching my eye is that it feels like you guys are, like, I'm almost getting intuitively the impression that you guys are with somebody and you're going to be single by the end of the month or choosing to go off in your own direction. So let's start at the beginning here. overall energy, so this is kind of what's going to be helping you navigate throughout the entire month of October through whatever circumstances arise in your love life. So maturity. I make peace with the tough relationships of my past. I probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but I'm grateful for those lessons they brought me. Because of those tough relationships, I can look back at the mosaic of my life and see value in even the most broken pieces. So I think you guys are just kind of taking the high road when it comes to your love life. I think you guys are very much in reflection mode as you navigate throughout the month of October. I feel like you guys are also probably healing from a relationship as you navigate through the month of October. But with that maturity energy, you guys are looking at things, you're looking at the big picture, right? So it's not about, placing blame on anybody. It's not about hating any exes or hating any people that you've been in relationships with in the past. You're really trying to find the lesson in them, which is a really, really mature, like the card says, way of looking at things. And it's also a great way to ensure that you're healing and you're not holding on to any negativity, because choosing to take the high road and looking at things through that more mature lens is going to only better serve you on your own healing journey, but it's also going to make it easier for you as you get back out onto the dating scene and want to connect with new people. We also have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. So yeah, again, you guys are ascending this month. So whether you guys are in a relationship and you're going to be in a relationship all month, this is about the relationship ascending to the higher level of commitment. For the rest of you though, I feel like this is just about you guys personally ascending, moving into a new phase, a new cycle within your love life. And the reason why I was saying at the beginning of the reading is that I feel like you guys are connected with someone toward the beginning and middle of the month is because you can see in both of the cards here, we've got a couple together in various scenes. Toward the ending of the month, we see somebody going off on their own, okay? So at the beginning of the month of October, you guys are here represented by the Two of Arrows, which is the Two of Swords. So this is very much about like being at kind of like a standstill, a stalemate, a crossroads when it comes to a relationship situation. So I feel like you guys are probably starting off the month either in a relationship with someone, maybe you guys are dating someone, could be just a casual situation. But it's very much like this relationship is just at a stalemate. It's like, where is this headed? It's like this feeling of there being an elephant in the room about the connection, where it's like we know that we have to kind of make a decision about where this is going to go. Are we ascending? Are we going our separate ways? But nobody's really wanting to talk about it because it's like this feeling of avoidance. Intuitively, I'm feeling like whoever is identifying as the feminine in this connection is probably the one that's not interested in talking about it, who's avoiding making the decision. Because you can see here that this masculine is like, he's leaning over the feminine and she's asleep. It's like he's trying to get her attention and she's not waking up. Doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but that's just how I'm reading the card intuitively. Take what resonates for you. Could be flipped the other way. But yeah, like somebody in this connection, I feel like is just not in a space of wanting to like talk about it, whatever this is, okay? Now, in the middle of the month of October, we then have the Chariot, which in this particular deck is desire. And this card to me, like it has a very sad, almost like somber energy that I'm picking up from it. I don't know the story of Tristan and Isolde. If you guys are curious though, this deck, it's called the Lover's Path Tarot, and it's a traditional tarot Rider-Waite, but it illustrates it in love stories, like really popular love stories. So if you guys want to, I would Google the story of Tristan and Isolde and see if there's any messages within that story that resonate with the relationship that you guys are in. But the Chariot energy is about, like knowing your path and being extremely determined to go down that path. This is also the only major arcana card that you guys have in your entire spread. So this to me is a very major energy or a major lesson that you guys are going to be learning in the middle of the month of October, okay? So what I'm intuitively picking up on with this desire, with this Chariot energy here in the heart of your reading, the middle of the month of October, is that there's a decision being made, I feel like, to kind of go separate ways. This is a very sad embrace that I'm seeing here. And so I feel like finally, like after being in this stalemate with this person, somebody here is making a decision about what it is that they want. And I'm just intuitively feeling like the relationship is coming to an end so that somebody can go off on their own path. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting. We move into the end of the month of October with the Six of Staves, which is the Six of Wands. So this is about, you can see this is one person here, and that's kind of interesting because typically the Six of Wands, it's like a crowd of people, a crowd of admirers around them, but this is a very individual depiction of the Six of Wands. So I'm really intuitively reading this, you guys, as like, you guys are probably like moving off from this relationship. I feel like you guys are the ones that are probably at a stalemate with this connection. I feel like you guys are the ones that are kind of wanting to like make that decision to like go off on your own path, because you're here with the Six of Wands at the end of the month, which is all about kind of like taking charge of a situation, being the leader in a situation, being really confident in yourself and like stepping out on your own. You know, this horse is moving forward. It's moving away from the relationship, off into the sunset, off into the future position, you know, on its own. So I feel like you guys probably it probably took a lot for you to make this decision to walk away from whatever this connection was, but I feel like you guys are feeling really confident and really positive about where you're heading after leaving this behind, okay? I think you guys know that maybe it's time for something new. You know, the new phase is popping up here, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion. I'm really seeing this as you guys just being really ready to move off, you know, in a new direction, maybe ascend to a different cycle. Like I keep saying, something new in your love life. But with this maturity energy, you guys are feeling really at peace with the decision. Again, like I keep saying, you're very confident moving forward here. Sorry, you guys, if the camera just went out. You guys are feeling really confident moving forward here. And this is also it's kind of interesting because this Six of Wands is so different. It's a very peaceful energy. You know, even though that he's moving forward, it's like he's kind of standing there amongst the trees, just kind of taking everything in, right? So I feel like that's representation of you guys just really like seeing the bigger picture of the situation, you know, maybe knowing that this was not serving you. It wasn't in your highest interest. It's run its course. And I think that you guys are able to kind of look back and see the value in what this connection was able to teach you. And now you're ready to move on to the next thing, okay? So very powerful month for you guys, group number 3, I'm sorry. Let me just make sure there's no other messages coming through. Yeah, I feel like that's the message. So I'm super curious, group 3, let me know what is going on in your love life. What is this relationship about that we're reading on today? I'm super curious. Drop me a comment down below. Sorry, I was just making sure that no other messages were coming through. But yeah, drop me a comment below. I would love to know what's going on. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Share it if you want to. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, any and all support is just so appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 4, which was this little carnelian stone, let's get into your love reading for the month of October. Okay, first message we have is wholeness. Okay, from your tarot cards. Ooh, okay. This one came out reversed. So we have the Temperance card, but it's in the reverse position. Okay. We have the Prince of Staves, which is the Knight of Wands. Interesting. Ooh, okay. 9 of Arrows, which is the 9 of Swords. Okay. And finally, we have the Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase and healing. Okay. Whew. All right, pile 4. What is going on for love? Well, I want to start off with the first message here. So this card is intended to represent kind of the overall energy that you guys are experiencing, you're feeling as you navigate your love life throughout the entire month of October. So we're going to get into like the specific events here in a second, but this is kind of like the energy that's influencing you through the whole month, okay? So we have wholeness. I'm complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. Okay, so this is cool. So I'm getting a really strong message that you guys in the month of October are 100% focused on self-love and feeling really confident in you just being okay, whether or not you're in a romantic relationship or connecting romantically with somebody or not. We also have the butterfly energy here, which talks about transformation, healing, evolving. So this can be like about you as an individual healing and growing and evolving, but it can also be about a relationship evolving and transforming to the next level. But intuitively, what I'm getting, you guys, is that I do see you guys connecting with someone this month, but I feel like things are a little bit off balance for you. And so you've got to really, not that you've got to, but I feel like you guys are going to be really focusing on just making sure that you're feeling good no matter what ends up happening with this person, okay? So let me just explain what I mean. At the beginning of the month of October, we have the Temperance card being reversed. So I feel like, first and foremost, this deck is really cool, you guys. Let me show it to you. I was showing group 3. It's called the Lover's Path Tarot, and it is a traditional like Rider-Waite modeled, I guess, tarot deck, but the cards are all inspired by like famous love stories. So in this depiction of Temperance, we have Venus and Vulcan. I don't know a lot about Venus and Vulcan, but just from looking at this card and looking at their names, like obviously they are very polar opposite energies. You know, you've got Vulcan here, who is very fiery. He's got the element of fire behind him, where you've got Venus here, which is of course has the element of water. So this being the Temperance card, this is all about things, you know, that are very, this is all about two people coming together who are very opposite, right? And they're coming together trying to patiently blend their energies into creating something beautiful. So with this being reversed for you guys, I kind of feel like you're realizing at the beginning of the month that there's something or somebody in your life that things are just not blending well with. You guys are probably a little bit too different. Maybe that's kind of showing itself to you in a very big way at the beginning of the month of October. Because like with this being a major arcana, this is the only major arcana card that came out in your entire reading. And major arcana cards are all about you guys learning really big lessons. So I feel like this idea of like you guys being too opposite and not really being able to make things blend is huge in the month of October at the very beginning of the month. I also am getting a message too that like something around timing is of significance for you. So when it comes to this connection, you know, it's not blended together well because it's not the right time for it. And so again, I just keep going back to this. It's like I feel like this is why there's such an emphasis on self-love, because I do feel like you guys are stressing out about this. I think you're really feeling this energy like affecting you, maybe for in a negative way at the beginning of the month with that Temperance being reversed. Things just feel really out of whack and off balance. So with that being said, we move to the middle of the month of October, where we have the Prince of Staves. So this is actually the Knight of Wands. So this is a person who is very passionate, very action-oriented. This could be the person that you guys are connecting with at the beginning of the month. Sorry, you guys, I had to grab a swig of water. This could be the person that you guys are maybe severing ties with here at the beginning of the month, or realizing that things are off balance. This could have to do with somebody rushing in, wanting to make an offer to you. But what's interesting here is that this Knight of Wands is very chill. He's very relaxed. He seems very in control, very composed of himself. The way I'm reading this intuitively, you guys, is like, I feel like this is you. You know, you guys seem very aware of like needing to make sure that you are taking care of you this month. And I see you guys looking back at this, you know, this relationship that did not blend well, that did not have balance to it, that was not presented to you at the right time. It's like you guys are looking and like reflecting on it, but continuing to move forward. It's almost like with that King of Wands, you guys are just making this decision like, you know what, nope, this is not working for me. This is not providing me with what I know that I deserve in a relationship. I got to look out for me. So I'm going to just like walk away from this right now. And what's interesting too is like in the background of this Knight of Wands, the sun is setting. So it's almost like the sun is setting on this relationship. This could be a fire sign of significance as well. Leo, Sag, Aries, take what resonates for you. But I'm really seeing this more as movement away from whatever this imbalanced relationship was and choosing you first. Now, we move to the ending of the month of October and we have the 9 of Arrows here, which is the 9 of Swords. So I do feel like there is a message here around anxiety. So I think you guys are making this decision to try to focus more on you and not worry so much about this connection, but you're definitely thinking about it a lot toward the ending of the month. I think you're definitely feeling anxious about it, maybe sad, stressed about it. I also intuitively am kind of feeling like this person may continue to like try to bother you or maybe continuously trying to like communicate with you. Because you can see here like this little, this angel is almost like hovering over her with that arrow. And he doesn't, I don't know, to me, he doesn't really look like he's consoling her. It's almost just like he's there over her shoulder, just like existing, being annoying. So I'm wondering if this person might just kind of keep stressing you out a little bit, even as you separate and move away from them. And that's kind of the position that I'm seeing you guys in through the end of the month. So if that does resonate for you guys and this person is bothering you, I think what you're best off doing is just confronting it head on instead of letting it stress you out. Just tell them, you know, communicate, because swords are not only about our thoughts, but they're also about the way that we communicate. So if something is keeping you up at night, if something is stressing you out, if this connection is bothering you, it's really important for you guys to just say how you feel, confront it head on, because the problem's not going to go away if you keep ignoring it and just like allowing it to stress you out, allowing your thoughts to ruminate, things like that. Yeah, the majority of you guys, I'm really getting the vibe that you are kind of like closing something out at the beginning of the month of October with somebody. Or if you're not totally breaking up with someone, because again, I can still see two people here at the end of the month. Like if you guys aren't breaking up with someone specifically, this relationship is definitely going through a phase where things just are feeling really off balance. Something about timing is not right. Things are just not blending and meshing well. And that would make a lot of sense with why we have these messages around, self-love and this relationship evolving and moving through a transformation right now. And just keep in mind, you guys, like transformation and growth is not easy. You know, to grow, we experience literal growing pains when we're developing as humans a lot of times, right? With butterflies, you know, they have to go through this extreme transformation from being a caterpillar to being in this cocoon to then emerging as this butterfly. And it's not necessarily going to feel the most pleasant or the most easy all the time. So just know that if you guys are in a relationship with somebody, this is a phase. It's going through a transformation. It might not feel the best right now, but it is going to evolve to a new cycle. If this is about you guys breaking up with somebody and really just focusing on being happy and whole on your own without a partner, just know that it's only temporary. It's a temporary pain point in your life, and it's going to help you to level up and be better and wiser and stronger for the next connection that's coming in for you. Whew, very interesting group 4. So please leave me a comment down below. I'm super curious. What is going on in your guys' love life? What is this relationship that I'm picking up on? I want all the details. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, share this content if you want to, and if you choose to subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.